Everybody, it's Chad with Nobody Else's Auto. Made it tonight, 7 o'clock. Been kind of a bonkers weekend, but we made it. We're on. We're ready to go. Keep an eye on comments. We'll give everybody a few seconds to get their notifications that we're rolling and get going here shortly. So, anyway, like I said, I have a busy weekend. I did some pretty cool stuff today we're going to have to tell you about later on. And still going to squeeze in a little trivia. We're going to auction off a few cans that I found this weekend and still do some cool stuff. So we'll give everybody a few seconds to get their notifications, realize that we are on. We are just on YouTube tonight. So I've only got the one screen right here in front of me that I've got to worry about. I am out on the road. As always, questions, comments, be sure to throw them up there. We'll try to catch them as we go. Hopefully everything keeps working since I'm on an unfamiliar system with unfamiliar Wi-Fi. Chris is on with us tonight. So, but like I said, we've got a shortened episode tonight, no magazine, but we'll still do some cool stuff. Norma made it. Bill's here. Yep, I'm on the road tonight, Bill. So we're going to squeeze in a short episode because obviously I don't have near as much material as we usually do since I don't have all my typical resources with me. But we'll do some cool stuff yet. Kevin's here. Lee's on from New York. Glad you guys all made it. Rusty Nails made it back tonight again. So great group jumping on as well. James back with us. Thanks that you're glad you're here. As always, keep an eye out for the trolls. You guys are great at running them off. I'm not going to acknowledge them because that's what they want, but you guys do a good job with them. Check your autocorrect. If I can't make out where you're going with your comment, I have to skip it and go to the next one. So let's see. Gary, any short buses? Don't have any short buses at all right now. Big Job's here. Glad you're here. Kenny made it back. Joe's here. Tony's on. So thanks, Bill. Hit the like button as usual. David W. made it back with us tonight. So, like I said, we're just gonna be worried about YouTube tonight since I'm on the road. See, Jim's here. There's nobody behind me right now, not that I can see, so hopefully not. But a couple cool things to talk about, and then, like I said, we'll auction a few cans. We'll do a little bit of trivia. We'll talk about a little bit of new inventory and some of that type of stuff yet. So, Eric, am I setting up in Wichita? If so, am I bringing cans? Probably will bring a tote full of cans of the Wichita swap meet. Yes, we are setting up. It's the only swap meet that I set up at. So, Trailer Trash Projects made it tonight. Glad you're here. Lori's here. Big Job. Yeah, it was having a good time. Just been busy. So, but yes, we'll be set up at Wichita. I'll get the space numbers here soon, but I'm literally right at a pinch point. There are 3 primary halls, and there's kind of an entrance hall, small hall, I guess, between 2 of them. And then there is literally a pinch point where there's a concession stand, and I'm right there. You basically, if you're going between those 2 halls, you have to walk by me. So, but yes, Eric, I do plan on bringing some cans with me. And if there's something you guys specifically are interested in, whether it's cans or parts or something like that, let me know so I can bring that. I will be bringing some t-shirts as well. So, but what have we been working on this week? Still tweaking videos and things like that. Like I told you guys last week, we're playing with some different things. Mike Gallons Media, buddy of mine, who is really, really good at this stuff, been helping me out. We've been trying a few different things, and we're going to try a couple of different things as well. And like I said, we brought this up last week because I want and I need your guys' feedback. If you see something you don't like or something that we should be doing differently, I'm always interested in that because that's what we're doing. We're just tweaking and seeing what happens and things like that. So, Kevin, how's the weather? It's finally breaking. We finally have some decent weather. So, and it's supposed to be all the way up to 80 this week. So, looking forward to that. I hope we're through the bulk of the winter because I am not a big fan of the cold at all. But been thinking about the videos a lot and some things that I might want to change. Any mid to late 70s Chevy dualies, nothing that's a complete truck. No, I've got a bed for one, a beautiful bed for one that was been taken off 30 some years ago, but no trucks. Steel Ponies, Jeff Taylor made it tonight. Glad you're here with us. But I'm thinking about, instead of posting 3 separate times a week, maybe if I get 2 or 3 new cars in that we need to look at, maybe put those into one video. The other thing I'm thinking about doing is I get a ton of questions about what's the same or different about vehicle A or vehicle B, versus, certain eras of pickups, what things do or don't interchange, some stuff like that. And I'm thinking about doing some, and there's no way I know everything, but I get enough phone calls on some of this stuff that maybe doing like some informational videos about this is the difference between this truck and this truck, even though they're maybe 1 year apart, or maybe this is the difference between a 1/2 ton and a 1 ton, on certain pieces, some things like that. So I'd be real curious if that type of stuff would be of any interest to you guys, or certain things that are specific about a certain vehicle that, I'm somewhat familiar with just from dealing with them over the years. So that's another thing I'm thinking about adding to the mix. Maybe, do a video like that every week, and then do a video that maybe a few minutes longer, but have a couple of vehicles in it. So, but there again, like I said, we're just throwing around different ideas, kicking some things around. So I'm always curious as to what you guys may or may not think about stuff like that. So Buzz with Roadkill Customs made it tonight. Glad you're here with us. So like I said, that's just different ideas we're throwing around. Don't know for sure exactly what we want to do with it, but that's why I value you guys being on here and your feedback as to what you may or may not want to watch, what may or may not be interesting to you. So James says he would definitely like it. You never have enough info. Kevin says it sounds like a good idea. And what tipped me off to this is, I'll be honest with you, what tipped me off to this yesterday, I got a phone call about oval grill Ford cab overs, which obviously, as a lot of you guys know, we've got that 40 that's my daughter's. And this guy was asking me all these questions. What's the difference between a 38, 39, and a 40? What's the difference between a 41 and 47? Because they're essentially the same cab from 38 to 47. But there's a ton of differences, and there's a ton of specific things to the 1940 Ford cab over all by itself that's different even from 38, 39. So, that's kind of what tipped me off. And I'm sitting there, start running this through my head. It's like, man, there's a lot of stuff that I deal with. Internationals, there's tons of differences in a lot of those internationals that I just know it because I deal with so much of it and have dealt with it over the last 10 or 15 years. So, Eric, just don't stop Toy Tuesday. Okay. Buchanan Auto Sales made it again tonight. So Eric definitely says keep Toy Tuesday going. And that's kind of what I'm thinking between doing the Sunday night thing and Toy Tuesday. And then we do, a video that may have 2 or 3 cars in it instead of individually, and then maybe do like an informational type video. That's just what's been rolling through my head this weekend. So I'm going to throw it at you guys because I want your opinion on what we do and what you guys want to watch. I mean, that's what it all boils down to. There's no point in me doing any of this if you guys aren't going to hang out with me and check it out. So if you guys, just kind of roll that around in your head, obviously got some positive response right out of the gate on some of the informational videos. So I'll probably start looking at some of that stuff. If that's of interest to you guys, then, that's what we need to do. James is here. No cats tonight, Bill. So no, don't have any cats to jump up on the desk tonight. Didn't even bring the Hudson badge with me. So you guys are just gonna have to drink all on your own. But I guess I did get a badge tonight. I could have got out of the truck, but it's newer, but still I could have used it for that. But like I said, we've been out on the road. Anybody that saw the post today saw I got a lot of cool oil cans. Some of those are cardboard, some of them are metal. Some of them are a little rougher than others. Some of them look great, but really cool collection. We're going to sell a few tonight. We're going to give one away tonight. I'll probably take a few of them to Wichita. Oh, thanks, Kevin. Kevin just hit me with a super chat. That is so awesome. I still baffled that you guys do that and, hit me with the super chats to support what I'm trying to do here for you guys. Huge thanks, Kevin. Super appreciate it. And I can't tell you guys enough, how much I appreciate that you guys enjoy what we do here enough to hit me with some super chats. So Rusty Nell says just mice. Hopefully I don't have mice. Nate's here with us. Nate says information is always good to learn new things. That's right, Nate. That's kind of what I'm thinking. It's just putting that knowledge out there and I'm not going to be right on everything, but there's a lot of stuff that I deal with on a regular basis that you guys might be looking at a vehicle similar to that. And maybe it can help you with some information. So Kevin says, my pleasure, dude. Well, it means a lot to me. It's super cool that you guys are willing to do that. So, so far, Bill, we haven't had any bed bugs, and I hope we don't. So, but one cool thing did happen today that kind of popped up, and I'm not going to let the cat out of the bag because I did a little video. I went and did some digging today in an old building, And I didn't find a ton of stuff, but I found a couple of awesome pieces. And I wasn't sure if they were going to be cool or not. So before I went and picked them up and knocked the dirt off of them and everything, I started videoing before that. As soon as I thought, well, actually, I started before that and was kind of shooting a little bit. And then I caught a glimpse of something. I mean, I was up there with a flashlight because it was up in the rafters and it was dark and it was dirty. My hair's probably, yeah, there's stuff falling out of my paper right now. Because it was pretty crusty up there, but I found a couple of killer pieces. So I got that video shot and can't wait to share that with you. And then we'll be checking that stuff out here in the very near future. So I don't know if we'll squeeze it in Toy Tuesday or sometime, but it's cool stuff. I was beyond jacked to find it. So up there, been buried in dirt and tar and crushed for years. So super cool stuff. Can't wait to bring that to you. Also got a load of parts this weekend. So it's been a productive weekend. I got some outside sun visor parts. Got a bunch of 55 Chevy trim car. And I got a 4-speed console plate for, I think, Pontiac. But there again, that's what's cool. Sometimes you don't know what all this stuff is. So time to do a little research. But at least I got some more cool stuff. And we'll be showing you that too. Let's see, Bill. Nope, I don't have the Hudson badge. So, but Jim, illustrated parts catalogs are good to cover the differences too. Yeah, that's true. Hollander books, show you a lot too on what will and won't interchange. Jim, illustrated parts catalogs are good to cover differences. So that's what we were just talking about. James, what's your Instagram? Just Nobody Else's Auto is what I've got on Instagram. I don't use it real hard. I did post on it a couple times today. I'm not real religious about it, and sometimes it slips my mind. So I'm kind of slowly working on it, slowly building it. But so that's what it is. It's just Nobody Else's Auto as well. Joe, no World War II stuff this weekend. It's all been car stuff. So, or car related type stuff. Well, or I got a little soda pop stuff. So, but no World War II stuff. Mick, what a nice office tonight. Yeah. Jim says he can't wait. Big job. Hey, Chad, your Sunday service you're our Sunday service, and it's imperative to attend. Okay. Reading and education of car religion. Sounds good. Thanks. Big job. Appreciate that. Jason, on my way, guys, I was taking down a carport. Oh, that's always handy to have around. All right. Professor Pentane is on with us, guys. Professor Pentane, good friend of mine, Scott Norman, back from my Chrysler days, actually. He's got a channel called Professor Pentane where he gets into a lot of technical stuff on vehicles and their systems. He is actually a professor at Pittsburgh State University, which is where I graduated from, where I got my bachelor's in automotive technology. And that's where Scott went to school, and he actually is a professor there now. He graduated from Pitt, went to Chrysler just like I did, and that's where I met him. He was a technical trainer for Chrysler when I worked for Chrysler. So through warranty administration, since I was in warranty administration and we had to go out and work in dealerships, we were expected to attend technical training just like everybody else to keep our technical side up when we dealt with warranty tickets. So super excited that Scott's on with us tonight. Be sure to check out his channel and give and subscribe and click and see what Scott's going on. A lot of great technical information on Scott's channel, but that's what he does. He is a professor at Pitt State in the automotive technology program. So super excited. Scott's on with us. Thanks for being here. And be sure to check him out. Extremely knowledgeable, very good at this stuff, and a ton of information on that channel as well. So you'll want to check that out. Let's see. Kenny's ready to drink. James also says, don't forget to hit the like button. Appreciate that. Don's on with us. Says, amen to Big Job's comment about holding church. So that's right, Scott. Thanks for the plug. Hey, you've got a great channel. I've known Scott for a long time. I know how good he is. I know he knows that stuff cold, especially on this newer stuff. And his channel can probably answer some questions for some of you guys when you're working on something. So, but known Scott for a long time. Like I said, goes clear back to the Chrysler days of technical training with Chrysler. So which I always enjoyed. I did enjoy working for Chrysler when we would go into dealerships and things like that. So that was a cool experience. Plus, both of us being Pitt State guys, that's cool too. So that's right, Kevin. No background signs tonight. So Evo, I made it tonight. Glad you're here. But anyway, that's kind of what I've got going. Like I said, I planned for a short episode tonight. We're going to auction off a few of those new cans that I got, and then we're going to do some trivia and things like that. So, it's kind of be an open chat all night tonight, since I don't have a system locked in other than we're going to get ready to auction a few of these cans off. So we'll get ready to do that, and then we'll do the trivia, and I'm going to break that up, and that's something else I'm going to do. Bill, great 53 Bel Air video, and the River Jeep Runner. Yeah, that was pretty cool. So, but I think I'm going to start breaking it up and do under normal circumstances. I'm going to do the auction first tonight. Then we would get into the magazine, and then we're going to do the trivia, because what's happening is I'm getting too many names in my notes, and I need to break them up and get some of it up at the top of the page, some at the bottom of the page, so I can mark what's what and what's going on. So if you guys are ready, we'll auction off a can, and then we'll get into some trivia and talk about the raffle and things like that, since we are going to do an abbreviated show tonight. So if you're ready for an auction, I've got some of those cans picked out that I see from the picture. So Kenny was a fan of the Bel Air video as well. It's a pretty cool old car. Unfortunately, it's a four-door, but like I said, it's just cool to see them literally the way they turned the key off 45 years ago, and that's how it was when I found it. So James, I'm following you on Instagram now. I just sent some pics of a 66 Chevy I bought for a very, very good price. That's cool. I'll have to see if I can find those depending on how you sent them. But anyway, well, I don't know if I picked out the cans you guys like or not. There are a few of those cans that I am going to keep, so I'm not going to sell all of them, but a lot of those are going to be for sale. We'll start off with a few of them tonight. So if you guys are ready, just let me know, and we'll start plucking a couple of these out for the auction. I've actually got 4 cans sitting here next to me, and one for trivia, and then 3 for the auction. If we want to auction 3, if not, we'll just do 1 or 2. Jason's here. He's ready to go. He's here. He's ready to go. So I will start off with, actually, I got them in my notes, so I better do them in order to make sure my notes stay correct. First can we're going to start off with, big job. Did you find much to add to the collection back home? The few pieces I found today digging in the rafters, definitely. And out of that big can picture, if you guys checked out the big can picture, there's probably about half a dozen of those that I'm pretty sure we don't have that we're going to keep. But a lot of that stuff, I think there was right around 30 cans altogether. I'm probably going to sell over 20 of those. So, and like I said, a lot of them aren't super high dollar, but they're still cool pieces, and they're great pieces to add to your collection. But the nice thing about them not being stupid high dollar is you're not spending hundreds and hundreds of dollars on one can, but they're still cool, unique pieces. So anyway, we'll start off with the first one. The first one I've got written down in my notes is this Champlin can, similar to one that we did a few weeks ago, but this one is a regular motor oil can. The last one we did was for natural gas or for a propane powered vehicle. This is a regular Champlin S3 motor oil. Beautiful can, beautiful blue, deep blue on it. It's got the super cool, almost like a spaceship thing behind the Champlin motor oil. Not punched on the top. It was drained out of the bottom. Looks really good on both sides. This is an all metal can. We can see the seam right here where it was crimped. And it says Champlin Petroleum Company, Enid, Oklahoma, right there on the side. So this is going to be our first auction can. We'll get into this one and get rolling here shortly. So if anybody's interested in the Champlin can, let's go ahead and get rolling on it. Brian is here. Glad you made it tonight for a 1-quart Champlin can. So this one's on the block. If we want to get ready to start bidding on it, if anyone started at $5, $10, whatever, let's get started on this one. Then we'll get to a few more, and then we'll get into trivia and the raffle and new inventory and things like that. So and Lee is in at 5. We're ready to go. Or Joe was in at 5. Lee's in at 10 is where we're starting at on the Champlin can. So I've got Lee right now. Lee might have got the last Champlin to go with this one. So Buchanan came in at 10. I've got Lee at 10 already on that one. So that's going to be our first bid. Obviously, as we know, as I told you guys earlier, I am not on Facebook. This is strictly YouTube tonight. So whatever you see is who you're bidding against. Buchanan's at 15. Big Job says like an old soup can. Yeah, it is. It is actually ribbed like an old soup can. That's another good point. Kevin came in at 12, but I've already got Buchanan at 15 on the Champlin. So Lee just went straight to 30. So we're going to go ahead and get this one on a timer. And like I said, we've got 2 more that I'm going to plan on doing tonight. Anthony, Top Oil Red Bull Power. Let me get the timer set up here and get ready to roll. As always, I'm going to give you 90 seconds on this. And so be sure to get your bids in early because every time, inevitably, we get something after the fact. So 90 seconds is starting right now. We're on the clock. You can use PayPal. I don't use Cash App. You can use PayPal or send me a check or money order. You can use PayPal, friends and family only, check, money order. Some guys just throw cash in the mail too. I get that too. So it doesn't really matter to me. Whatever works for you guys. I've got Lee at 30 as of right now. We're on the timer. 90 seconds is where we start the timer, and we are 30 seconds in. So Buchanan's in at 31. 1 minute left to go. So if you want to get in, be sure to get in now because every time we get something come in shortly thereafter. So I'm on the road at the hotel. So Brian, envelope arrivee. Kim made it. Glad you guys are here. A little bit late, but you made it. So we've used up 1 minute. We're down to 30 seconds. I've got Buchanan at 31 as of right now. 30 seconds left on this one. On the Champlin. And we're getting close to the end. That's right, Steve. It is a good deal. It's a great can. I mean, with that kind of color and that kind of luster, nice shine to it. 15 seconds left. And down to 10. Lee's in at 35. 5 seconds left. And that's it. I've got Lee at 35 on the Champlin can. And Joe came in right at the end. That's what's always happening. Joe came in at 36 right at the end, but we were already past the timer. So I apologize for that, but that's why I always warn you guys, make sure that we get in there early. So anyway, we'll get a couple more yet that we're going to do on an auction. If you guys want to do, I've got 2 more set out. If you guys want to do them, that's totally up to you. If we're going to do them, but I've got 2 more to show you. If you guys are down with it, this one's kind of crusty, but it's a great can. It needs cleaned because I haven't had time to clean any of this stuff. So, let's see what Joe just says. Keep them coming. Let's line them up. Keep them coming. Let's go. All right. Number 1, what a nice statement piece. Bright and clean. It's kind of a rocket shape on the front. Yeah. Tony, 50 above today. That's what I like to hear. No, Kim, I did not bring the Hudson badge with me tonight. So you got to drink on your own. I can't help you out there. So anyway, the second can I've got for you tonight, this again, an all metal can. This one is dirty. Because like I said, I just bought these things. I haven't had time to clean them. Brian, typo errors. Did his envelope arrive? I don't think so. But it could have come yesterday after I was gone. So I won't know for sure until I get back. But I didn't have it before I left a couple days ago. BW is here. Let's see. Oh, number 1 says, sorry, it was late. BW was rolling a welding in a roll bar crooked, and number 1 had to straighten him out. So, but the next one we're going to do is, once again, all metal. This does need cleaned. I think it will clean. It's just dirt and oil on it, but it is an all metal Quaker State. This is a cool can as well. This thing's going to clean up great. But like I said, unfortunately, when I'm on the road, we got to kind of work with what I've got. And I don't have stuff here to clean it with me. We're going to sell it just the way it is. But I'm pretty confident in the condition of this can. Like I said, it's got this stuff over here, but that's just dirt and oil and grime. I think that will all clean up. Clean this thing up, run over it with a little bit of rubbing compound. I think it's going to look great. Quaker State Special Detergent Additive over here on the side. Jason just says he likes the dirt, so that's good. Buchanan's already in at 10. Lee's already in at 20. This can is empty, but I don't see any holes in it. The top is dirty but not punched. The bottom is not punched either. So somebody must have got a little tiny hole in this thing around the side. So Rusty Nail says he saw a Hudson badge like mine on an auction. Tony said he's still got a bunch of snow. I've got Roadkill at 25 right before Buchanan. So as of right now, I've got Buzz Roadkill at 25 on the Quaker State can. So let me get the stopwatch set up on the Quaker State. Make sure I got all the details pointed out on this thing. I think that's pretty much it. It does have directions on this side where it's kind of crusty. And then the other stuff we looked at where we said the Quaker State Special Detergent Additive. Buchanan at 26. So Quaker State Special Detergent Additive. Let me set the stopwatch up, and we're going to give it 90 seconds. I've got Buchanan at 26. Buzz Roadkill at 27, and we are on the 90-second timer as of right now on the Quaker State can. Like I said, Lee's in at 30. Make sure you guys get in early because every time inevitably something changes. So we're rolling on the stopwatch. I've got Buchanan at 31 on the Quaker State, and we're boogieing on. I think this thing's going to be great. I should have taken some time to clean it up. Just didn't have stuff with me. I got Roadkill at 32 on this can. But I think it's going to look awesome. I really do. X-Ray Dean says it's cool. It is. Like I said, this stuff, I'm 90% sure that will all come off and clean up and look great. We are 40 seconds in. I've got Lee at 35, 45 seconds, halfway done. Like I said, if you're going to get in on this one, be sure to do it now. Lee at 35 is our top bidder because there's always something that pops up 10 seconds after we sell it. So, Lee is at 35 as of right now. Joe came in at 35 also, but I've got Lee first. 1 minute has passed. We're down to 30 seconds, just under 30 seconds now. Buzz Roadkill Customs, $36.99. So I don't have the Hudson badge with me tonight, Brian. 15 seconds left. Kenny says he feels like the poor guy tonight. 10 seconds left on the Quaker State can. I've got Buzz with Roadkill Customs. Lee comes in at $37.99. 3 seconds left. Martin Hurdle, I don't know what year this was from, and that does it. Lee, $37.99 on the Quaker State, and it is a great can. It really is. And there again, I got Joe coming in just after the fact, and that's why I keep warning you guys to make sure we get in early because that's what happened. Sorry about that, Joe. Maybe you need to start getting in there just a hair earlier because that was about 5 to 10 seconds after we had sold it. So another one for Lee. Lee's got some great cans coming this time. Jason, I guess I'll just have to save his money so he can buy gas. Yeah, there's some truth to that statement for sure. So I don't know, Jim, if it was a display can or what the deal was to not have any actual, visible holes in it. So who knows? But we got one more we'll do. So yeah, I know, Joe, you're trying like heck. I know you're in there, Joe. And I appreciate it. But and we got one more to go. Like I said, I don't know if there's that much slag time or that much delay in what you're doing or where the issue's at, but there's something wrong there. So if you can hit it just a little bit earlier, maybe that'll catch it. We've got one more that we're going to go ahead and do. Big job. Hey, Chad, what do you know about adding zinc to oils for older vehicles that relied on more of it than oils contain now? I heard it's a good idea. I've heard that. I don't know a lot about it. I don't know a lot about the science behind it as to why you need to add zinc to the oil. But I know like Hemmings Motor News actually sells a Hemmings brand oil that has extra zinc and additives in it for older engines because of that. But I don't understand the science behind it. Martin, what else are you selling? We got one more to do. If we're going to do any more, I got to go get more out of the truck. So I just brought 3 inks. I didn't know how many you guys wanted to do, but there's 20 more in the truck. We could be here all night selling oil cans, maybe at this rate. So Joe says it does have a little lag. So Shopcat's here with us, popping in to say hi. Glad you're here. That's right, Brian. Just like Brian's helping everybody out. No Hudson badge tonight. So here, if we're getting there, Martin, hold on. We're ready. I was just getting ready to. They had another question pop up. Buchanan says, let's do it. Let's roll. Once again, another all metal round oil can. this is kind of a cool piece. This still has oil in it. It's still full. I am going to have to drain this. If you want this full, let me know, because there will be extra shipping if you want it shipped full. Let's see. This is a Co-op diesel engine oil. Cool can, great graphics. It's got kind of a, I don't know, goldish, copperish. I don't know for sure what it is. Kind of a goldish, copperish background. The big iconic red, white, and blue Co-op diesel engine oil. Buchanan's not messing around. He's already in at 20. On the back, it has a shadow outline of the Co-op symbol again, with all of the specific details about the oil in it. And then at the bottom, it says, Consumers Cooperative Association, Kansas City, Missouri is where the location is on the back of this particular can. So we've got David W. at 25. Let's see, Shopcat, big job of having subscribers, always asking lots of questions about zinc and motor oil. And if Scott's still on, I don't know if Scott has an answer to some of that or not, but sometimes, my friend Scott Norman that's on with us with Professor Pente, maybe he knows something about that if Scott's still with us tonight. I've got Lee at 30 on the Co-op diesel can. On the bottom, top quality always. They even put that on the bottom of the can. So I guess that's what you read if you punch the top. The top's a little bit crusty on this one. It does have some information on the top. But cool piece. So I've got Lee at 30 as of right now. This is a cool can, though. A few scratches and stuff, but great shine, great colors, and that's what we look for. Have anything from Pratt? No, I don't have anything from Pratt right now. Number one says zinc is recommended for classic European engines. But anyway, here's the Co-op diesel can, the next one that we've got going on the auction. And the last one, unless I go out and do some more digging in the truck, I can go get a couple more boxes of them. But as of right now, I've got Lee at 30 on this can, and we're going to put it on the timer and sell this one. So once again, pretty cool on the bottom, top quality always. They figure you're going to punch the top, put this thing upside down to drain it, and you're going to read top quality. So make you feel good while you're pouring it in. I got Buchanan at 31. We're going to put this thing on a 90-second timer on the Co-op, and here we go, starting right now. So Joe, get your max bid in early this time, Joe. So let's see. Buchanan at 31. Big Job says, Shopcat, I heard that the motor oils today would be beneficial. So, not like I said, I'm not sure on all the specifics or the science behind that. But on the Co-op diesel, it's ticking down as of right now. I've got Buchanan at 31 on the Co-op diesel. 30 seconds has passed. We got 1 minute left. We used to run these on a 1 minute timer, but we always had 2 or 3 come in right after that. So we stretched to 90 seconds to make sure everybody has a fair shot to get in. And we are just about to the halfway point. We are at 45 seconds, going to 90 seconds on the timer. I've got Joe at 35. And we're ticking down. 1 minute has gone past, 30 seconds left. So on the Co-op diesel can, like I said, if you want this full, let me know, because there will be additional shipping. Otherwise, I'll just drain it, throw it in a box, and get it on the way. So 15 seconds left. I've got Joe at 35. 10 seconds left. We're just about done. 5. And that does it. So we've got Joe at 35. Joe did get one tonight. So thanks for playing, everybody. I always have a lot of fun doing those. Buchanan says the oil's worth that. Yeah. But congratulations to everybody tonight on the cans. Lee got 2 of them. Joe got 1. Great cans. Super excited about them. And like I said, a lot more in those pictures. We'll start working them in. We may work a few in the raffle. We'll keep auctioning a few of them off. So thanks for playing, everybody. And those were a lot of fun. I know Old School brought up doing the auctions. I kind of had that in the back of my head before. I'm glad we've started them. I'm having a lot of fun with them. I hope, because I hope they keep putting a hundo in my pocket every week. So, because to go out and find this stuff, buy this stuff, ship this stuff takes a lot of time, and it gets expensive quick. So, but anyway, like I said, I don't have a badge or ornament tonight, and I don't have a magazine with me that I was going to dig into. And obviously, I knew it was going to be a short episode because I didn't know exactly even when I was going to get on. I barely even made it by 7, so I snuck it in by 7, but it was tight. But we made it, so that's all that matters. So we'll skip that, and then we're going to do some trivia. We're going to talk about the raffle. Speaking of the raffle, next week we're going to give away the pedal car, and we're going to give away the second prize pack is going to be the Wanda grease can and the Newell stock weight rating tag. Now, like we've been talking over the last several weeks, if whoever wins the pedal car, there's going to be $45 flat rate shipping on it. If it's more than that, I'll make up the difference depending on where it's going, things like that. If the first name out of the can does not want the pedal car to do the shipping, they have the option to take the second place prize. Now, we are getting close to pulling a third name. I think I need to double check. I had 6 or 7 in there. If we get to 10 entries, then we're going to pull a third name. So, Kevin, you didn't have to come on at all. We appreciate it. Well, we have a lot of fun here, and so that's why I did make an effort, even though it's a shortened, weird effort because I'm not in my office. I didn't want to forget you guys and didn't want to just completely blow it all off. So, Brian says, so glad you could save the classics from the Iron Guys. Well, I tried to. A lot of people that need parts for this stuff. So, anyway, the raffle, like I said, we've got 6 or 7 in, so we're going to need 3, maybe 4 more to get to 10. If we get 10 entries, we're going to pull a third name. If we're going to pull 3 names, the first 2 people would have the option to take the next prize if they didn't want to pay the shipping on the pedal car, or at least part of the shipping, because like I said, it's probably going to be a little more than that. But I just needed to put a flat rate number out there so everybody was on the same page as to where we stood with it. Let's see. Steel Ponies, thanks for sharing. Well, that's what we're here for. So, anyway, so be sure if you're not in on the pedal car, we had a couple more get in this week. John Bennett and Lee Carr both got in this week, and so I've got those in. But obviously, I don't have my notebook with me tonight since I'm on the road. But that puts us at 6 or 7 people. So if we get to those 10, we need 3 or 4 more to get to 10. If not, we're going to pull 2, and we'll do that next Sunday night. Plus, we'll announce a new raffle. And I don't know what we'll do. I got to do a little bit of thinking to see what I want to do on the next raffle. But maybe we'll do another prize pack. Maybe we'll find something cool. I don't know. I'll do a little looking around. We'll see what we can come up with. But it'll be cool. It'll be cool automotive-related stuff. So let's see. Remind all the guys how much for the entire. Not sure what you mean on that, James. But anyway, who's ready to play a little trivia? And as usual on trivia, I am going to put this on the timer too. Yeah, short show, small glass of water. That's why I got a couple of them up here. So yeah, I've actually got a couple of small glasses of water. On trivia, we've talked about trivia, quite a bit here over the last several weeks as far as what we want to do with it, what direction we want to go, because when went back over the last 30 episodes, we had a very short list of winners, but a lot of you guys said you still wanted to do it. But when we've got, when we're on Facebook and YouTube, we'll have sometimes 60, 70 people on here, and we've got 10 people playing. That means we've got a lot of people sitting around twiddling their thumbs, waiting 3, 4, 5 minutes for somebody to go through a video to find the answer. So we had a lot of support to keep doing it. So I think we'll keep doing it, but we're going to keep it on a timer. So the guys who aren't worried about playing don't have to sit there just as people go back and go through videos trying to find answers. So we'll kind of keep working that direction with it. Chopka said he think he meant how to enter it, and it auto-corrected him. Let's see. Okay. If you're curious of how to get in to the raffle, you can do, at this point, it's going to be a little tight to get it in the mail. If you get it in the mail tomorrow, I will probably have it by next Saturday, but it would have to be in the mail tomorrow. You can mail it to my shop, check, money order, cash, or PayPal friends and family and mark it for the raffle. So I know what it is and know it's not for parts or something like that. So PayPal friends and family, or you can mail it. Information is in the text part of this video. When we get done, you go back and click on it, look at the text part. All that information is in there. $1 gets you into my big Buick oil can one time. $5, you in five times. $10, you're in 10 times. $20, you're in 20 times for the raffle on the pedal car. So that's how we do it for you guys who haven't been on here with us before. But you just, for every $1 you send me, you go in the big Buick oil can that many times. So, and the PayPal and mailing info is in the text part of the video. So if that's what the question was. So, Bill, no, it's water. Trust me, it's water. When I'm talking this much, I got to have water. That's all there is to it. So, Jason says, nope, not him. He's drinking beer. So, James said that's question. Oh, okay. For the raffle entries. Okay. Appreciate that, James. So, no problem there. I just get rolling here pretty quick and I'm trying to keep up with comments and trying not to screw up. So next week, we're going to give that away next week. Be sure you're in. It's going to be cool. Somebody's going to get an awesome pedal car. Either just enjoy it the way it is, or like some of you guys said, it'd be a great one to customize because it is a good body. It is all there, but it's not original. So if you wanted to customize one, who cares? You're not hurting an original paint, original condition pedal car. So trivia time. Who's ready to do a little bit of trivia? Tonight's trivia prize is going to be another can, shockingly, since that's all I found to give away. Told you guys I was going to do some looking, do some digging on the road, and came up with a bunch of cans. So that's what we've got. Tonight's can, this is a little bit rougher, but it's got some great graphics on it, and is a little bit earlier, I think. It is a all-steel can. Jose from Miami made it. Glad you're here. Trailer Trash Projects. Nope, didn't find any original 563100 emblems. No, the Notre Dame football coach is not the answer. But this Skelly can, like I said, it's a little bit rough down here, and it's got some scratches in it. You can definitely still see the logo. Skelly Supreme. Somebody cut the top out of this one. But what's great about all these old Skelly cans is all of the little oil derricks and everything around the bottom. Remember we looked at some of the 5-gallon cans that had those? These quarts have them as well. So this is going to be the raffle or the trivia prize tonight. Let's see. Brian says, imagine the fun we have if we were all on Zoom. Yeah. Sebastian's here. That's a nice game. Yep. Glad you made it, Sebastian. How'd your first week go as a diesel tech? I'm sure everybody's curious if you hit the ground running there. So we're glad you're back tonight. Roadkill's already trying to bid. This is going to be a trivia one. I should sell it if Roadkill wants to give 25, but I already told you guys it's going to be a trivia question. So, Ben, my 37 Street Rods here. Mentioned the raffle cost. $1 gets you, every dollar gets you in the big Buick can one time. $5 you're in 5 times. $10 you're in 10 times. $20 you're in 20 times. That's how many times you're in. However, every dollar gets your name in the big Buick can one time. So, Sebastian says it went fantastic. So great, glad to hear that. Hope you've got a long career ahead of you as a diesel tech. So, big jobs hitting the crown tonight. Sounds like a pretty good plan. Jason enjoyed the matchbooks, by the way. Matchbooks are great pieces. What's great about matchbooks is they're awesome and they don't break the bank and they don't take up a ton of room. So, but on the Skelly can tonight, trivia, Roadkill's still trying to buy it. I'd just sell it to him. It'd be a lot better off. But trivia question tonight. When we watched the video about my buddy Joe's river limo, as we were going over that thing, he pointed out a lot of specific details about that Jeep. And we're going to get this on the timer, as always, 90 seconds, just like usual. What did the rear end out of that come out of? He specifically mentioned a year and make, the year and make of what the rear end came out of. Starting now, we're on 90 seconds. And keep an eye out on the answers. Only got to watch one format this time. That's a little better. So, but 90 seconds, what specific year and model did that rear end come out of? Everybody's happy for Sebastian. So Roadkill, I'm not good at trivia. So he's just trying to keep bidding. Lee's close, but not exactly right. And like I said, he specifically mentioned a year. He said it was about that, but he specifically mentioned a year. So that's what I'm looking for right now. Keeping an eye on those still. Old schools here. Glad you made it. And we're halfway through. Jason said he hasn't watched that one yet. So year and make of the rear end in my buddy Joe's Jeep. 1 minute has passed. I've got guesses coming in, but nothing right yet. Kenny says he knew he should have made time for that video. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool machine. 15 seconds left. Ten seconds left. And we're just about done. I don't have it yet. Kevin says he watches it, but he forgot. And time is up. So, and Lee was all the way around it. Believe it or not, Lee was all the way around it. So I don't know if we should just give it to Lee or what, but Lee, you hit every year but the one he mentioned. So we'll kick it around to what we want to do on that. But Lee had everything but that one. So Rusty Nails, I didn't know what it was out of. I was watching the war. Oh, okay. Big Job said 80 Chevy one time. He specifically said 86 is what 86 GM trucks. So Lee had 85 and 87, but he specifically said 86. So we'll kick that around. Maybe I'll think about maybe we should just give it to Lee or see what happens, but we'll sit her off to the side for now. That's what's tricky about the trivia. And that's the point of making it a little trickier, is to make it a little harder to find and a little harder to catch. So, but I do that intentionally just to kind of trip people up and make it a little more interesting and a little more fun. You know, when you throw out something out there in 3 seconds, my entire screen's full of correct answers. I know it wasn't a very difficult one. Joe says, just give it to Lee. Well, I'm good with that if we want to just give it to Lee. So, because like I said, he beat all the way around it, but Brian says give it to him. I think that sounds like a good plan. Lee was right there and just didn't actually nail it right on the head. So, what else is going on? I did get one car picked up prior to taking off this week. I got this thing was big. It made it on the trailer, but I didn't have a lot of wiggle room. You know, the front bumper was about to hit the winch, and the rear bumper was about to hit the. Kim says sell it to Roadkill. Yeah, Roadkill's still trying to buy it. This thing was huge. It's cool. I didn't have any of them in the yard, so I'm always glad to get anything I don't have. But it's a 77 or 78 town car, Lincoln town car. I got a 20-foot trailer, and it made it, but I didn't have a lot of room left either way. So we'll be getting you a video on that as well. But like I said, that 70 stuff, I don't have any town cars in that era. And that 70 stuff's getting so tough to find. I was glad to get it. It's a complete car. So, anyway, we'll be getting you some content on that. And like I said, I'm going to play around with those videos and maybe tweak them a little bit or do a little bit different format. I'm kind of curious to see how things go. And speaking of videos, you know, we may, and maybe next week we'll do the same thing. And this is kind of what I'm thinking. Like I said, we're going to play with it a little bit. Always interested in your opinion. We had great response already to some of the, doing some informational type videos. So we'll definitely try to squeeze some of those in. We'll do Toy Tuesday for sure this week. And obviously we'll get a couple of videos up. We may just stick kind of with the regular schedule for this week, since that's kind of what I've already got planned. But I'm thinking about it. What was the can tonight? Old school. It was a Skelly Supreme was the trivia can tonight. So Nate, sounds like the 77 estate wagon I picked up last week filling up his 20-foot trailer. Yeah, that stuff will definitely do it. That takes up a ton of real estate. So we'll be getting you some videos on some of that stuff. It's supposed to be a beautiful week, so I've got to get some more cars picked up. Sebastian, I have a Lincoln Continental from 1960, all original, found in a barn. Yeah, those are very, very unique cars. That 58, 59, 60 Lincoln, those are super unique. But so that's kind of what I've actually got. BW is going to sign off, and actually I'm getting close to being ready to sign off as well. I don't really have much else to go over with you guys, but anything you guys want to throw up there, be sure to get them up there, and we'll try to address it. And like I said, I did get a load of parts this weekend, so we may be bringing you some of that type of stuff. Obviously, a lot of you saw the can picture. We'll definitely be working some more of those into, possibly even some in the raffle. We'll keep auctioning a few off, things like that. And we'll definitely be giving a few more of them away for trivia. So let's see. What else is going on? Trailer Trash Project's waiting my air compressor to ship. Tony's going to sign up. Yep, Sebastian, you were a little late tonight. You missed the auction. You missed all the auctions. We actually sold 3 cans tonight. So you're a little bit behind on that. But we had a short episode tonight. Since I'm out of town, I don't have a magazine. I didn't have a badge ready. So we did the auction. We did the trivia. We did some open chat, and that's all we're going to be able to squeeze in tonight. So, yep, you're a little late on that, Sebastian, but be back next week. If you saw the picture on the cans, we got more cool cans for next week as well. James, thanks as always for taking time for all of us. If you guys weren't here, we'd have nothing. Me talking into a computer and talking into my little camera over here would be pretty much pointless if you guys weren't here making this what it is. So, let's see. Rusty Nails, the people in the room next door are going to think you're nuts talking to yourself. That's probably true. Of course, they probably get more votes, for that side of the case as well, too. So Jason's on a fridge run. James says good night. Brian says thanks. Kenny, did I receive an envelope from him before leaving? I don't think so, but I don't have any of that in front of me, but I don't remember. But I don't think so. But there again, some of that stuff could be there when I get back tomorrow as well. So that's right, Sebastian. Nice short and sweet episode. So, yep, and no cats tonight either. Kevin said so. But anyway, I do appreciate you guys swinging by tonight for the abbreviated episode. Norma says thanks. Joe says leave the oil in the can. How much more to ship? I don't know. I haven't shipped one with oil in so long. I don't know for sure because they weigh so much. That's what's going to be the killer on it. So I'll have to check that and see, Joe. Buchanan, stay safe. Had a great time. Kenny should be there. Okay, should be there. Okay, I'll find out tomorrow. Kim says good night. And like I said, had a good time with you guys. And even though it was abbreviated, can't wait to show you what I found today. This was pretty exciting. Like I said, I was up in some rafters in this old building, and I had shot a couple of clips looking around. But when I caught something with the light, I didn't even know if it was going to be anything good or not. But I caught something with the light, and like I said, it was covered in dirt, a few chunks of tar and things like that. But I seen some color that looked intriguing. So Jason, short and sweet, the story of his life. So big job. Just have a good time. Let's see. Kenny says, thanks for the show. Rusty Nails, dates on the swap meet. It is 2 weeks, I think. It's a Friday and Saturday, March 10th and 11th, or I think it's 11th and 12th. I think move-in day is the 10th for vendors. And I think it's the 11th and 12th it's 11th and 12th on a Friday, Saturday is when the Wichita swap meet is, Rusty Nails. Kevin says, thanks. We're going to have Toy Tuesday. Yes, do plan on doing Toy Tuesday. Trailer Trash Project says later. Will Williams says another great Sunday evening. Joe, can you let me know? Just call me, Joe. Yeah, call me here later tomorrow or Tuesday, and we'll get it figured out. Steel Ponies Jeff says, thanks for the show. Big Job says good night. But when I first caught a glimpse, I'm up in this almost pitch black rafters. The back part of this building, the ceiling tile was gone, so there was light towards the back, but we're up where I was at. You couldn't hardly see your hand in front of your face. So when the flashlight caught some color and looked like it might be something cool laying there, I got my phone out and started shooting some video before I went and picked anything up and dug stuff out, started knocking off dirt and shingles and tar and whatever else had fallen. As that building had been roofed probably multiple times over the year, had fallen down on this stuff. So that stuff is definitely coming. I was super excited to find it as well. So let's see. Roadkill says good night. Lee says thanks for another chat. Appreciate that. Joe says Joe's going to call me. Perfect. Jason just says I'm staying. So Kenny says later. Big job, Sebastian. Found a Packard 300 Hearst from a 54. Trying to work out on a deal on it as well as a Buick motor. So any of those old professional cars are pretty cool, and you don't see a lot of those either. So Shopcat, good night, everybody. He's at 235 subs. Haven't hit 500. So be sure to check out Shopcat when you get a minute. See what he's got cooking over there. The the Packard caught Shotcat's attention as well. That got him all excited. So big job hanging in there for the last scene. Kenny still wants the Hudson badge. I didn't bring it with you guys. I apologize. I should have. But didn't get that far. So plus I didn't want to lose it. What happened if I lost the Hudson badge? You guys would really be lost if we lost the Hudson badge. But Joe says, good night, great show. Well, like I said, it's all of you guys stopping by, hanging out. The super chats are awesome. I still can't believe you guys hit me with the super chats sometimes, but the support is great. The financial support is great. The participation in the auctions are great. So just say Hudson. Okay, but you can't just say Hudson. So we can say Hudson. We can do that. That's not a problem either. But we're going to wrap this thing up for the abbreviated version that's gone almost an hour, as crazy as that is, without a magazine and without a badge. But what that does tell me is it's a testimony to the people in this group that make this what it is, that we can just get on here and hang out, talk about some things that are going on, auction off a few cans, do some trivia, talk about some cool stuff, and have this kind of participation that went almost an hour on an abbreviated, shortened, quickie version. So. But all right, I'm getting ready to wrap up. I'll keep an eye on comments here for just a few more seconds, making sure we catch everybody. Bill says, everybody stay safe out there. See you on Toy Tuesday. And like I said, if nothing else, I've definitely got the video that I shot today to post for you guys because it's awesome. We'll do some Toy Tuesday. And I got a couple more river car videos to get to. We'll get one of those up this week. Probably try to get the video done on that Lincoln. Might take a little while to do the Lincoln video. It's a long ways around that thing, up and down both sides. It's a lot of real estate. So might have to get worked up. Might need a bottle of water just to do that video, just to get around the Lincoln. So Big Job says, every time you sip, I sip. Rusty Nail says, good night. Steel Pony says, time well spent. Kevin, like I said before, I'm the engine that runs the train. Well, I appreciate that. I appreciate the support, both you being here, participating in the auctions, the super chats, the financial support, and it's great. Definitely keep the swap meet marked down. Like I said, we're going to see each other next Sunday. Then after that, it's the swap meet. If there is anything you want me to bring, let me know. I am going to bring some t-shirts. If you want to make sure I bring in, certain size, things like that, let me know. If there's parts you need, if there's a specific can that you saw that you want me to bring that is, that I'm going to sell, let me know. Or if there's something you're even looking for, let me know. And if I've got it and you're going to be at the swap meet, I can possibly bring it. So, Dan says, great show. Thanks. Kenny said, Kenny, you helped me out there. I appreciate that. Sebastian, I enjoy having car guys to talk to because I don't know many other car guys where I live. Well, that's great, Sebastian. We're glad you're here. And super excited about your new career, and everybody else on here is excited for you as well, going into that field, being a younger car guy, coming into the group, participating. It's awesome. And I think everybody's glad you're here. So Rusty Nail says I can just bring his pedal car to the swap meet after he wins it next week. So yeah, I could do that too. So, but, and that's right. Kenny said, keep your head up, Sebastian. That's right. Keep hanging in there, keep doing your thing, and keep moving forward, not with your new career, but also with the car stuff. And that's what's great is even just the support we see on here, even for some of these new guys who are younger that want to be in here. It's awesome. So Big Job says the Church of Iron and Oil. I guess we could call it that. And maybe I could get that on my property tax statement, write that on there. Maybe that would help. So Kevin says, have a great week, guys. And that's exactly right. Like I said, we're going to go ahead and get ready to go here. We've still got quite a few of you on. Keep an eye out for the last few comments as we get ready to wrap up. And be ready to catch you guys for Toy Tuesday. So, like I said, we'll get the regular videos up. I got to get the video up from today because it was so cool. I was so excited. You just love finding something that's been in a spot for decades and decades and covered dirt, and you're the first one to lay hands on it again after that long. So you guys are going to get to see that because, like I said, I started filming before I touched anything. We got to get that video up. We'll get your river car video up. We'll get some cool stuff that I got for Toy Tuesday, and if I get enough time, and like maybe a half day of nice weather where I can have enough time to walk around the Lincoln a couple times, we'll try to squeeze maybe the Lincoln video in as well. So stay tuned. All that stuff's coming up. Getting ready for the swap meet. Excited about that. And hope to see you back here next Sunday night, 7 o'clock Central Standard Time for Sunday Night Live Chat. I will be on next week. Now, 2 weeks from tonight, I will not be around at all. And I probably that evening is going to be pretty booked. So I'm going to say that we're probably not going to be on in 2 weeks because I don't even see squeezing that one in based on what's going on in 2 weeks. Because there's some events that I've got to be at late in the day on Sunday. So 2 weeks from tonight, we probably will not be on at all. So we will definitely be on next week, which will be the one prior to the swap meet. So if there's anything you guys are thinking about for the swap meet, let me know. And we'll definitely catch that. So, and hope to see some of you at the swap meet. So next week, Sunday Night Chat will be the same. 2 weeks from tonight, we probably won't be on. So next week we'll give away the pedal car, and we will announce the new raffle, and we'll be back on a normal schedule with a badge and a magazine, and get ready for the swap meet. So keep all that in mind. Kenny, I just sent you extra for t-shirts and raffle. Okay, perfect. Any questions, contact info in the envelope. Awesome. I will keep an eye out for that. And as long as you put in there how much is for raffle and how much is for t-shirts, we'll be good to go. I'll get the t-shirts sent off to you and get you in the raffle for next month. Jason says we're on a mission from God. So good point, Jason. I like that. So I think that's about getting us, because we've been trying to shut down here for a little bit. Looks like we're through most of the comments. I'll keep an eye out for just a few more seconds as we wrap up, but that's what's coming up for the next couple of weeks. Hope to see you back here next Sunday night. Hope to see a few of you at the Wichita Sunflower Swap Meet for Charity on March 11th and 12th, I believe. And definitely hope to see some of you there. Stay tuned. Got any questions, give me a call. Sebastian, to save the lost iron, good night. And keep an eye on this thing. If you pop up after I jump off, I apologize. That always happens inevitably. Jason's just ready to drink, apparently. So that's what I have. As always, thanks for being here tonight. I appreciate you guys swinging by, spending part of your Sunday evening with me, making this what it is, and the support with the super chats, the participation. It's great. Stay tuned, guys. More cool stuff coming up. We'll see you live Tuesday night. We'll see you live back here 7 o'clock next Sunday night, Central Time, live chat. And hope to see some of you at the swap meet. Thanks for watching tonight, everybody, and we will see you next week.